Hey everybody, we are back with day 2 of Junk Journal Round Robin, a collaborative, creative collaboration challenge hosted by myself and Cindy over at Studio Lou and Mary Ellen over at Red Parrot. So today's day 2. I'm not going to go into what all this is about. Basically, every day of the month of April, I'm going to open 2 packages. I'm going to create with them. Cindy and Mary Ellen are doing the same thing. There's tons of information about this challenge on both of our channels, so just be sure and check it out. Hashtag JJ Round Robin for some more information. So day 2, we are started with a package from Mary Ellen. I was like, there's labeled 2 up there, and then a package from Cindy. And I've started my scrap box. These are my scraps left over from yesterday, so I have a Junk Journal Round Robin scrap box that I can dive into if I need to. Set it aside, and we'll see what we have to work with today. Day 2. Lovely little washi tape from Mary Ellen. I'll try to salvage as much of it as I can. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, and my doors and windows are open. It's spring, and the weather is nice, and so I live by an airport, so you might hear the airport going on. Ooh, this is a big old piece. It's like a whole roll, Mary Ellen. What's going on here? Big old piece of that. Let's set that up there. My goal with this challenge is to not end up with very many scraps like I did last November. Not a bad thing. It's just a little much. So she's made a little pocket or packet out of a book page. Some French writing. I'm guessing French writing. So book page, magazine page, and then her little item is 9225. 9225. Green or red, our choice. It's a little cardboard hangy dilly. I assume, like, when you get in your car service, you hang it on your window, your rearview mirror. So we have that for Mary Ellen. Let's see what Cindy's got. Cindy didn't use washi tape, but she used masking tape, and I love working with masking tape in my art, so we're going to salvage some of that too. So she's got 2 folder divider things as what she's made a packet out of. Which, again, a lot of the fun of this is being able to use the package in our creations. So let's see what she has a stencil. Okay, some leaves and okay. This is funny because this is a tool, and you will see as the month progresses that I have also sent tools, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, for sure. I'm breaking down all this down so I can have pieces to work with, because we don't have really a focal point. But I think what I'm going to do, I think what's calling me is to cut this down to journal card size. Oh, everything's everywhere. I might have to cut it. I was trying to be... Cindy mainly oftentimes uses ripping instead of cutting and all that. And it's like, oh, I want to do that, but I never can make it work. So I'm going to toss these little scrappy doos, and this is what we're going to work with. And I'm wanting to, I feel like I want to start with a little bit of brown to tone this down a little bit. Let's do this. Which one of these was torn? Let's do this. So we don't have to use the wrapping paper, the packaging, but we have learned that it provides some fun stuff. Some fun stuff to work with. So, another trick that we have learned is that, what am I thinking about, Shell? Use your words. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, another thing that we've learned is that there's no way to really prep for this. All I can really do is open it and see what I've got. I'm adding some Distress Oxide, and I don't do well with Distress Oxides. I never can really figure them out. I never really can figure them out. That's just all I'll say. I know there's a trick to them. I don't know the trick. I'm just trying to grungy this card up, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it so far. It's, you know what? It's crinkly, and that the ink is squeezing into the crinkles, and that makes me want to crinkle it more. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that, but we did. Okay, smooth it out. Now I'm going to go over it again. This is forest moss. Also, my doors and windows are open, and it sounds like my neighbor's attempting to leave. Just grungying it up, grungying it up. I don't have any black. I don't really like that color. Maybe a hint of red. Again, just trying to really grungy this up a little bit. And then we'll do this again, see what that does with us. Let that sit while I figure out. I think I'm going to do a couple of leaves. Use this stencil. Yeah, that's pretty grungy. A lot grungier than what it started out to be. I think, let me see, I'm thinking about 3 or 4 different things here. I think I want to get out my paints. Ooh, maybe not. I just turned and saw, I've got these distress crayons that I have no idea how to use them. And I've got some ink tints pencils that I really am not very familiar with how to use them either. So maybe we'll play around with that. So let us first start with I kind of feel like I need to draw. Use the stencil to give me some outline. Y'all are like, just use the stencil and paint right on it. could. I will say this pencil on this card is it's good feeling. Feels good. It writes good for whatever that's worth. Okay, washi tape and masking tape are about to get the best of me here. About to get the best of me. Okay, set the stencil aside, and let's see here. Don't know that this is going to be dark enough. Maybe I'll be wrong. It's dark enough to give us a little bit of initial outline. Not trying to be perfect on this, just kind of trying to give me something to work with. I assume that this blends or wipes right off, you know, one of the two. That's okay. We're just playing around here. It adds to the grunge, that's for sure. Okay, maybe let's do see what that does. That starts peeling things off. But this is kind of, ink tints are kind of like watercolor pencils. So we're going to work with it that way. Lay some color down, and then we're going to add some water to it. Not being perfect, just playing around with it. I don't have a watercolor palette out, but what we're going to do is we'll just open our little water bottle and dip our brush in it. For now. And that, again, just kind of adds a layer of color and moves around a layer of color. Doesn't really do anything too special. It is color though, look at there. Basically just moving the color around to get rid of my pencil marks. It's kind of where I'm going with that. Okay, I'm okay with that. Let me use a dark brown. I'm going to come in here along our stems. And add a little bit of color. Again, I don't really know how much that did much good. It's color, but I'm just working on grunging this up. That red is really standing out to me, which is okay. Okay. I think what I'll do now is let this dry a little bit. I might even tap it with the and then I want to, I'm thinking maybe I can come in with a paint marker. You know, we're just going to use all the, tell you what we're going to do first. Let's back this. I'm going to use the weld bond to back it, just because it's kind of slick. Peel the glue off of my makeup paddle. That's always fun. And then I'll smooth out this weld bond. Nice. Be sure and go all the way up to the edges since I am gonna back it. I'm just gonna plunk it down on this for now. Again, using the packaging. Still kind of damp, so it's kind of soft. That's okay. Ooh, we're coming up here. See what our... That's okay. That's A-okay. So we are backed. And I actually had a thought. This is the packaging from Mary Ellen. Using our little tissue and see if I can grunge it up some. I just need a little snippet. I want to do some sort of quote on the front of this. Kind of decide where and how. I could plunk it down there to kind of cover up that rough spot that's peeling up. I think we need some more zhuzhen on this. On the edges mainly. Okay. And I think even we'll take some masking tape and ink it up a little bit. Okay, now as far as a quote or something, first let me, I want to cut this in a tag, I think. We're going to glue this down. And then we're going to glue the tape down. Just some added texture. Now I gotta find a good quote to plunk down there. Let me see. Let me see what our word box has in it. We'll start with that. Start with the little word box. All around the woods. It's kind of a little, maybe we can make a little poem. So in the twilight of evening, all around the woods, well, how long do we want the poem to be? There came a day they wandered in. Once upon a time. It was still in the forest. Okay, hang on. I think we got us a poem here. There came a day. No, it was still in the forest. There came a day they wandered in. Maybe. I like all around the woods. Let's see what else. Together they roamed the forest. Who roamed the forest? Into the forest. Well, I gotta decide on something. It was still in the forest. We'll chop it up and do something with it. Where did my lid go? Oh, I said I was going to pull out my paint pens. Let's pull out the paint pens and see what we can do. I was thinking maybe I would just outline our leaves a little. Nothing special. And maybe it was still in the forest. Maybe we'll hit it with some brown, tone it down. And I'm going to see if I can outline them with this paint marker. Might have to do that. See if we can do that. Just to give the little pieces. Yeah. Just a hint of that green. Okay. What else do I need in this? Is that it? I think it is. Nice and random, but I'm okay with it. I think I'll go around the edges. We could go ahead and tag it out, add some floof. Decide what we want to do. If we want to, let's look in our floof jar. There we go. No. Can we do that? Or should we stick with the green? Here's some green lace. We can do, let's see about that. Let's see what that does. I don't really like that. Maybe I'll just punch a hole and give it an eyelet. Maybe that's what we'll do. I am very clunky using this machine, just so y'all know. It's like I always end up doing it backwards. Eyelets up, we got us an eyelet going on. And maybe if we just do, let's do this. Maybe if we split this down the middle, tuck one side in. It's still one piece. I didn't cut it all the way through. Pull it up and in. I don't know if this is going to work. It might rip. Yeah, we might have to. This is acting like it won't rip. Okay, that won't work. Not with the lace anyways. Maybe with material it would have worked. But I think this piece is, well, it's not very long. I think it might be long enough to just tie us a knot in it. Maybe. Do I trust doing that? I think it's pretty. I think it's okay. It's not like we're going to be like hanging stuff from this, so, you know. I'll put it back in the snippet jar. Back in the snippet jar. Okay, I think we're done faffing around with this. I think this needs some grunging up some. Okay, I think we're going to call that done. I used part of the packaging of Cindy's. I used Mary Ellen's piece, part of packaging from Mary Ellen. Yeah, still got this left. This is packaging from Cindy. So I'm going to put this in my scrapbook box, and then I'll put this stencils in my scrap box as well, so we can use them at a later. I could have used some of that. Oh well, that's okay. We'll use these next time. Thanks for joining me. Day 2 of Junk Journal Round Robin. I got a lot of washi tape left going on here, and I hate to not use it. But the blue really didn't go. I don't think. I mean, we could have incorporated it, but we didn't, so. We'll leave it hanging out on my desk for a little bit, and it might find a home somewhere. We'll leave it on my desk until I get tired of it sticking to everything, and then we'll see what we can do with it. Thanks for joining me. Day 2, I made a tag. It was still in the forest. So, pretty pleased with that. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.